Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and former President Donald Trump just held an emergency rally, or really press conference at Mar-a-Lago, and it was a bombshell, really. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please visit that address in the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@explainamerica, and hit subscribe absolutely free. It really helps us out. Guys, Trump just had a press conference that was unbelievable. He was perfect in this press conference. He did everything he had to do. He tied everything, all of the things he was talking about, tied them to policy and tied them to Kamala Harris, the vice president, the Democrat nominee for president, because she bears responsibility. And this is much different than what you're going to see and what you have seen from the vice president, where she just attacks Trump, calls him names, calls us names because we support him, but doesn't really hit policy. And when she does, it's ignored by the other things she said. And the main reason for that is because she can't really break down how her policies are going to work. Now, Trump said at one very important part of this, he was talking about the migration crisis. And he was talking about who would want this. What kind of person would want this for our nation? And it's a darn fine question. I want you to listen to this, and then let me know what you think in the comments.
Yesterday that she's a vessel, she is a vessel. It's a very big, powerful party with smart people. I have to be smart. But it's vicious, they're vicious, and they're perhaps even trying to destroy our country. Because who would want open borders where millions of people can flow in from prisons and from gangs, the worst gang members anywhere in the world? Who would want this for our country? Who would want all of these transgender operations all over the place, like at will? Even if you're in detention, I want a transgender. These are things she stood for. Who wants to defund the police? She's wanted her whole career to defund the police. She only changed recently. She changed on 15 different items. Fracking. She was against fracking at the highest level. Wouldn't even think about it. Now all of a sudden, oh, I'd like fracking very much. But they change after the election in about 2 minutes, and I think Pennsylvania understands that. After 2 assassination attempts in just over 3 months, her lies and her slanders are very shameful and really inexcusable. And I can say that if I were president and somebody was being threatened, openly threatened like they've threatened me, I would say, if you do that, even if this was an opponent who I disliked, if you do that, we will obliterate your entire country, and it would all stop. But they wouldn't make that statement. They won't make that statement. And essentially that statement has been made by other presidents, even concerning their opponents, as you know. Today we're going to talk about the real character of Kamala, and a person who has no remorse for the anguish she's inflicted upon families all across America. On the contrary, I have to tell you, Kamala intends to conflict and keep this misery going, and she's going to keep it going as long as she can, because that's the only way she can get elected. She's going out and only criticizing, talking about Hitler and Nazi, and because her record's horrible. Her borders are the worst in the history of the world. There's never been a border in the world like this. I always say in third world countries, banana republics, they'd fight them away with sticks and stones if they had to. We let them come in, come on in. Knowing in many cases they're murderers, they're drug lords, they're traitors in so many ways to our country. If they were involved in our country at all, even that, they're coming back in. People that left because they were traitors are coming back in. Everybody's coming back in. And it's at a level that we've never seen before. Criminals off the streets. And you know, other countries from where they're coming are now setting records, good records for them, where crime is down 70 and 75%. because they're taking the criminals off the street. They're emptying their jails into our country. And they're not finished yet. I'm amazed. I thought they would have done it by now, but if you take a look at Venezuela, their crime is way, way